Hello everyone, and hello Matt. And Matt, I'm late. It should actually be in the early morning. I feel like I'm always late though, that at this point, this is just the time, you know? Okay, yes, I need to... We've updated a few things. We've messed it in with the bitrate. That's what, when I was playing Sados at 2 in the morning 2 days ago, that is what I was doing. So now hopefully... I mean, the thing is, actually, I think it's going to look worse on Twitch for a little bit. But I think Twitch in general looks better. I actually don't know how it works. But technically on YouTube, it will look better, but you know, YouTube is like the VOD place. We're not meant to be there. It's still saying that Twitch is unstable, but I mean, as long as it works, you're gonna have to let me know if it just turns off though. Like, this is what when I was playing Monument Valley and the Twitch just kept breaking. I've done a similar thing, but hopefully this time it actually works. So you're gonna have to let me know if the whole thing just turns off, and then we can just revert to the old one. Yeah, and also if you're confused about the schedule, if you saw the schedule that said I was going to play Sados on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and so far I have not played Sados at all. I mean, I played it for 10 minutes. I don't actually have an excuse. I basically just... because today I only have... I mean, I've got about 2 hours. But just because of the way... Basically, I've got about 2 hours, but I've got a... like a hard out, you know, when I need to go, I need to go. So with Sados, I could be like in the middle of a biome, whatever, and then can't leave. So I was looking at all the other games that we could play. Matt says, seems fine so far. That is amazing to hear. And it's, you know, it's actually, it's like life affirming. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I was looking at all the other stuff we could play. And they've actually went off the list now. But it was like all of the, Time Flies was one I was looking at, because apparently that is 2 hours long, but I didn't want to like get to near the end and then have to like rush. I was thinking Braid, but I decided on Parabox just because every level is technically was going to take like 30 seconds, so I can just quit whenever I want. So that's what we're doing today, and also because this is much longer than I thought. So we have, I did delete my save, but it seems to have came back. Because, you know, I did start this for the bean dive. So we can check the settings. Do we want the grid on? No. Sure. Bonus features. Random music. That is amazing. You can play the game like in like code. And then what's that one? Oh, just like it's not just zoomed in. Don't know what that does. Like, we're getting stuck in the options menu. Tips, okay. Isn't that cool? You can go inside the menu. One thing I did notice that the game has game help, which I'm very excited about, because it means that if we ever do get stuck, I don't have to like go find a guide. You can generally just like watch a video on how to do it, which is like, you know, hardly anyone uses this, and it's crazy that this indie game that, I mean, it is popular, but you know, this isn't like a level 1 indie game, and they've even implemented it. It's like fair play, Parabox. So I'm just going to quickly, I need to actually check if that is going to work now. Can we type in the chat and get the Delphi counter to come up? Yes, it just looks, I think it looks bad the first time. But if anyone wants to, if you want to do that in like a half an hour, it should come in a lot nicer. Basically, it went out nice. Okay, let's check. I just want to see if there's any missiles, but it does seem like it is just to finish the game. There are 364 puzzles. So that's kind of how long the game is. If you imagine each one takes a minute, That's like, what, 7 hours? And I mean, the chances of you finishing every level in a minute, not super high. Yeah, so we have just, I would say just under 2 hours. Because we are seeing the Odyssey tonight, and, you know, we cannot miss it. And we're seeing it a lot earlier than we usually would, just because it's so long. There only are 2 showings after, like, 5, so. Everything looks good. I do like, do you know what's funny? So, the reason I updated the quality thing is because Sados was, like, too intense for YouTube, and it looked awful. So we're now, I used to be live at 7,000 kilobits per second. We're now live at 25,000 kilobits per second, so it's like ×3 better. And the first game we're gonna play to like test it out is a game that is like maybe the least intense. You know, I mean, look at the part. You can even turn them off. Turn off the particles. You know, like how many kilobits do we need for this? Yeah, so let's get the timer. I don't know where I want to be. I kind of want to. I kind of like being higher. Because I don't like I don't know, I just kind of like being near the timer. So then it kind of makes you look at it. We're at, on YouTube, we're at 25,000. On Twitch, we're at 6, I think. So we used to be at 7. Any other time I've been live, it's been 7. But that is apparently what they recommend. And I did, do you know, I found out, another thing where it was going black, I found out apparently if you send more than 8,000 I don't know if it's kilobits or kilobytes. Yeah, I think 6K is the max, and then 8K is the max if you're partnered, I think. Or like, you can kind of cheat it if you send more. But then I found out if you send more than 8, even once, if you send like, you know, if you have it set to like 7.5 and then something happens, it means it sends more. The whole thing just gets taken down. And I guess it's meant to be so you don't like scam their, you know, you can't, because you could maybe take down the website if you sent like a terabyte of bitdate. I don't know if that's like possible, but you know, something like that. Yeah, so if you sent over 8,000, they just kill the whole thing, which that's what was happening. And I like how I remember I couldn't find, I was googling like, why is this happening? I couldn't find it. And it just, because it turns out no one has ever done that. Do you know what I need to work out though? When I'm live on Twitch, it says I'm unstable. And it doesn't actually mean it, you know, it's like I've always been unstable, but I would like to not be. So I might turn it down to like 5.5K and see if that does it. But let's just get into the game. We have done the first few puzzles, obviously, to get to the bean dive, so we're gonna do a little bit of a speed run. So if you've not seen the game before, it's actually a perfect webcam placement because the game is so small. I guess it might get bigger. But yeah, if you've not seen the game before, you need to push these blocks into where they're meant to be, and then we have to go on our block, which starts off simple. Do you know what I was thinking? It actually doesn't start off simple. Like, it is generally simple, but for that being level 3, it's not like the easiest thing. Yeah, then the gimmick with the game is that you can go inside the cubes to move about and like move blocks. You know, it gets crazy. So here we're going to put this here and then push it down, and then when we push into it, we go inside, which lets us come out. I do wonder how hard this is actually going to get. Can we come out the wall? No. Oh yeah, we want to go down and left. That's funny because I've done all these and I'm like, you know, why is it taking me even like 5 seconds to do the puzzles? Then we're going to come out. We're going to push that all the way up. Then come out. And down and left and then go in. Now we want to go in there and push that out and then go down. Yeah, so like I said, on average, if every level takes us 1 minute, it'll take us about 7 hours, and you can see we're bossing the level so far. This is quicker than a minute, which means we have more time on the hard ones. But yeah, generally I'm nervous that I won't actually be able to get the platinum. Like, I think it might get too hard, because it reminds me, when I played Baba Is You, I loved it. But then I got to a point where the way back, I think this actually works similarly, where it unlocks like 10 levels at the start, and then by finishing level 1, you unlock level 11. By finishing any other level, you unlock level 12. So you always have 10 levels to do. And then if you get stuck, you can skip them. And in Hampton Baba Is You, I was like, oh, I can't do this one, I'll skip it. I can't do this one, I'll skip it. And eventually I had no puzzles left. And I couldn't do any of them. And I was like, wait, so should I just follow a guide? But then if I follow a guide, what are the chances that I will actually be able to do the next puzzles? You know, like, surely I'm just stuck forever. So I do think it's very possible that we get stuck and then I just have to follow all of these until the end. Like off Twitch and just pretend. Yeah, like, guys, I just solved it. Okay, so we get tips. Here are the 5 tips. Undo, redo, and reset are useful tools, don't be afraid to use them. It can be helpful to imagine how the puzzle would look when solved and work backwards. Figuring out things that don't work can be helpful. Okay, then a different puzzle and come back later. The puzzles are meant to be challenging. I like it. It's like none of them were actually tips. Yeah, so I guess this is what is similar to Baba Is You, where obviously you're meant to do them 1, 2, 3, but I could start with any order, and I just want to see. I guess we'll do 1 and then come out. So here we're gonna put this. Oh. So I need to learn the button. So R1 resets the whole thing, and then what square goes back 1. So I do think the reset is going to be useful, especially because it's just like it's a game where you can, you know, if we do that, we now cannot solve the puzzle. So it's useful to be like, okay, square, square, square. Yeah, and then we're going in, and then pushing it back out. You know, Matt, I missed the end of Blink's stream last night because obviously I had to go to bed anyway, you know, I was up way too late. But before I went to bed, I did watch Northern Lion play Against the Storm. I watched like, do you know what's funny? I watched like 20 minutes of it and I got like a sense of what the game is. But you could tell he did not, he did say he liked it, but he was like talking over it the whole time. It was like, he kept on, just imagine like I'm playing this game and I just like stop and start talking about something else. And then I come back to it. It's like, you know, it was a 40-minute long video of like maybe 5 minutes of gameplay. But I am very interested in it. Like I said, it's on sale for the next 12 days for £12. So I just need to justify it. But like, I think I'm going to get Silk Song. You know, there's a lot of other stuff. I need to kind of work out how much I want to buy and what I can actually play in that time. Okay, what are we doing? Now if I push it into the wall, does it go in? Yeah, okay. I think all we're doing is this. And then pushing that down, and then going in and getting it. Oh. Matt, how hard... You enjoy a little bit of a managed game and they look like elements. Matt, you know me so well. How hard would you say it is? Because I like the idea of it, but I don't want it to ever be hard. Kind of like... Because I did see that when you finish a run, you get like the updates. How overpowered do they make you? Not even overpowered, just, you know, like how powered. Because that's one thing I don't like in management games, where it does feel like I'm like, like it feels like you have to follow a guide, even understand. Yeah, I was looking. Do you know what I mean? Actually, get it on Steam, especially because it was looking like it's like a mouse game. You know, I don't know if you played it on console. And we are Paraboxing, but we're also taking frequent breaks to talk about Against the Storm, which is Game of the Year 2022, I believe. Only PC for now. Yeah, see, I might, because I'm guessing, you know, it only came out on console last year. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot cheaper on Steam. And then because the plat does seem quite hard. Yeah, so it's actually on sale with it now, and it's £7 on Steam compared to the 12 on PlayStation. Yeah, just because I had to check I don't think there's... I guess also because of the style of game, technically you could follow a guide on it. You know, I was thinking about like if you were to sit with someone, like sit with someone who's never played the game before, and told them how to play Dark Souls, like they could not play Dark Souls. But if you told them how to play like Slay the Spire, they could beat Ascension 20. You know? So like with Against the Storm, you could have like, you know, your Sherpa. Okay, so this is the last level that I've complete. Which I think it's weird it's a challenge level because it actually wasn't that hard. It's when I said that and we're gonna get stuck. Okay, well we have to we can only move this out here. So I think it has to go in there. Oh, and then we move the whole box. Just there. Yeah, then push it back. Then up. So that should have been our first trophy for completing one challenge level. And then now we're in new territory. These are all puzzles I have not seen before. Okay. So I have to get this out of the corner. I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10, and if you're used to those games, I think you can save scum. You're probably like a 5. You know, Matt, because it's weird, when you said I like management games, I was thinking like that actually, like that makes sense, but I've actually not played many. I think, you know what it is, I like the idea of them. But they're always like just too hard for me. That's why I like Civilization, The Evolution, or like, you know, I like playing Civ on like, difficulty 1. Because then, you know, then you're not even playing the game at that point. Okay, so how do we need to get this box out? I don't even know how we do that. I feel like maybe I wasn't built, you know, this is not my kind of puzzle game. We can push that in. I mean, do we even need, is that like a, actually, yeah, it's a fake. Is this puzzle not all? Oh, I see, okay, I get it. We need to put that there so we can push this in. Then push this back down and then stand there. And I think this is like, we're doing the same puzzle again, aren't we? But like, slightly different. So... each game ends quickly, so it's like early games have the first 30-ish minutes. Doesn't get past that complexity, but it's really good system. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It felt like it was hard to mess up. And also, I mean, that is the point, is where you're meant to mess up. But, yeah, it did feel like it was kind of like the fun part, where you're like getting your resources, and it doesn't get to the part where you're like having to actually manage them super, efficiently. And then, like I said, like if you do die, then you get upgrades, and then, yeah, then it gets easier. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I need to, it'd be good if there's like a demo or something, you know, or like, I guess I don't like abusing this Steam VOD fun thing, but like that kind of thing, I can play it for an hour, and then see what I think. Okay, so we need to push this in. I told myself at some point I wouldn't get against the storm until I was done with the last spell. Then I never went back to the last spell. Yeah, I don't even know what the last spell is either. I feel like I'm learning, in this, what, even like 12 hours, I've learned about so many new games. Yeah, I can imagine. So is this not the exact same... No, yeah, so we do have 2 blocks now. These both do have to go where they have, like, on these spaces. I mean, we're definitely... I like that. And then, yeah, here. And then we can push it back out. Yeah, I feel like the puzzle looked harder than it actually was. Now we have 2 challenge. So we always have, you always have 3 levels unlocked, I guess. Now I'm thinking with Patrick. Okay, I mean, is this not like the laser? Oh, they got me. So, I believe we want to put this like here, and then we want to put it 1 in. Or yeah, actually, even at the end works, but not there. We want to push it back the way, then up. See, I like that. That was a good puzzle because it made me think. It was super easy. But it wasn't. Okay, now we have a similar thing, but we only need 1 box to get there. So is this not similar to the other one? Oh, we need to... Yeah, we want to go here. We want them both there. So we can go in and back out and then push it. But then those... No, then they're stuck, I think. We can't just push out of a wall, can we? No. I mean, one thing, so we need... All we need is the orange box to be here. Oh wait, so that actually was correct, I think. Because those boxes got stuck, but it doesn't actually matter because we don't need those boxes. Let's do that again. Yeah. I like it when you can just see it, you know? It's like we're in the Matrix. Okay, new mechanic. It's not a new mechanic, it's just like more. How far? We're going in very far. Yeah, I don't know where. I'm just going to push it down the way. Yeah, and then we're going to need to push this all the way back out. Wow. Okay, so now we have a level inside the level. Oh, this is, so when we move this, it's going to move like where we can go left out of. Oh, there we are. And then we can go down and end up there, and then push this up and then go left. Okay. Yeah. We want to go down, push this up. Then we have to keep going and push it back down somehow, maybe. Yeah. Pete, I think I'm going to regret asking this, but did you... How much of a guide did you use? Because that's what I'm nervous about. Like, the game just is complicated even from the start, and you're saying the game gets crazy in the late game levels. I'm like, I actually don't think I'll be able to finish this. I think I'll have fun. You know, it's kind of like the opposite to Oo, where Oo was like a 2-hour thing where it just like clicks. I didn't use a guide, but I did it in Steam before I did it in PS5. Okay. But even when you played it on Steam for the first time, you just like actually did solve every puzzle legit. We have a real gamer in chat. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I don't want to click it, but I guess because there only are so many solutions, you can just kind of mess about and find it. Like, not mess about, but I mean, like, you know, if you spend an hour on a puzzle, you're likely to at least stumble into something. Yeah, the game's got PS Plus game help for like every level, I think, which is cool. And I will not use it until I need to. But I guess, you know, I always like it when you get a new mechanic, because the puzzles like reset. You know, we're on this is like a tutorial again. So we can only... That's the thing too, because the game only has so many options. Like right now, the only thing we can do is push this up. There's no other thing. And then now, all we can do is push it up. And then all we can do is push it up. So we know for sure that this is correct. And we need to push it back down at some point. Is that anything? Actually, like what is that, you know? But now, how do we even get there? Like, so we need to be able to get over to the right to then push it to the left. Oh wait, we can just... Oh, no, we can't, but we can almost. We can do that and then appear there. Okay. So we've unlocked chapter 2. I don't know how many there's going to be, but... Okay, so we need to get these both down here. How do we get this off the wall? We can't push that. I mean, yeah, so we can push it in here to get it there. Okay. And then we need to... Then we need to go in from the bottom to push it up. So over here. Then I think we need to push it down and like loop to loop. Nope. Yeah, see, that's why the undo is very important, because you can mess up the whole level with like one miss input. Okay. Do we even have enough boxes? Oh, okay, yeah, that has to go down. Okay, so if we have to get... We have to do that, I think? No, but then there'd be no way to get that box back. Yeah, we have to move the yellow box down somehow. And we can't go in there. Don't think. Yeah, then we can't... Once we push it past here, it's stuck. So... That doesn't help. I do think that is something. But then it has to... Then we can push it up. Then actually, even then, like, what... Now what? So there's only one way in. Do we want to do, like... I mean, what does this do? It's not just the exact same thing. Then I guess if we could move that, we could push it. You know, we could get it back. I have no clue if this is anything, but, you know, like I said, there's only so many things you can do, so you just need to do them. Yeah, see, now we're here, it's like, it's the same thing where that just gets stuck in the corner. Is there any way to not... Oh yeah, if we put anything in there, it can't be moved. Which makes that... It's making me think that is the solution then, because if it can't be moved, then it has to be like something. Like, either this whole section of the level is, like, fake, or it's the solution. Because there aren't many other things you can actually do. Yeah, so now they're both stuck. I'm thinking there is a thing of, like, we can push it. You know, we can place this somewhere. You know, we can do that. But then now... I believe that this is stuck. But that seems like something. Maybe is there a way... Is this it? Then we'll just push it up. Oh wait, no, but then we've moved the box in the wrong way. Did I do it? Oh yeah, we need to put that back. Oh. So then we can push the box up, I think. Go and do this. Then push the box down. Amazing. I felt like that was the first puzzle that we actually did. And there's the first box complete. So we now go, actually, we go down a level into the next box. So what's that one called? Enter. And this is empty. Okay, well, something's up with this box. Okay. So this is just like, they always have gaps. You know, I can already feel the game getting too hard, you know? Like, I'm like, oh god, what have we got ourselves into? Is that anything? You know, because I know we have to use this. How do we move that? Oh yeah, it's only empty if you're pushing it. Okay. Basically, so we want a box to be there. We want a box to be in there. And these could be the same box. I don't think it has to... Like, what does this do? I'm gonna put the box inside the box. Click button. So that means we can we put this in here? And then go in it? And then push it back out? I don't know if that did anything. What is going on? Oh yeah, so now we can push it against the wall and then push it back out and it won't be like... Yeah. Okay, I have no clue what just happened, but... Okay, so now we need to be there and... We need something in the middle of that. Where's the other box? Oh, we need to get this box out and then put the other box inside it. Okay. Again, it's like... Is this anything? Okay, so this one seems simpler. And then we want to be... Oh, no. What, just the other way around? And then we can push this box back out. Okay, level 1 complete. I don't know if we should be doing the challenge level. Like, how much harder are these? Because usually I would like skip these and then come back to them. But I do think also because these are, it's the same mechanic. You know? I feel like maybe, I mean obviously I feel like the mechanics are going to stay, but it kind of makes more sense to do this now. Okay, so what if we... What's the word? I felt like time froze, like the game like glitched, I guess, I just couldn't input anything. Because basically, I mean, we want to push all these in, and then find a way to get through them. So, you know, we can do that, but then we're stuck. Is it something to do with, like, we want to put the boxes on the... Let's go, we can undo a reset. Yeah, that doesn't help. How do we do this? If we come in from the bottom, or not? Okay, so if we come in from the... If that is on the bottom, then we can do that. But we have to... I'm thinking is like, if that was there, like if we did, no, if we did this, yeah, and then we can do this. Okay, wow. I wonder how long it's going to take before the puzzles become unsatisfying. You know, sometimes it happened a lot in Blueprints where you would be stuck in a puzzle and then you would solve it by, like, accident. And you're like, I don't actually, you know, was that, like, fun? Okay, so here we have these corners to play with. And we only need one. Oh yeah, so all of this is... When you push this over, push this in. No. Close though. I think we want to not move that until... Wait, how do we do this? Oh yeah, in from the top, then left. Push it over, push this down. Then push it oh. We only push it up, which doesn't do anything, or we can push it left, which just gets it stuck at the bottom. So... What does doing that do? No, that would still make it stuck. I do think that step 1 is correct, I think. Yeah, all that does, we can put it in, but we can only push it back out. And then we're stuck again. Or we can put it in here, and then the only options are back up, left. We could also move it along the bottom, but I don't, you know, that doesn't do it. And we can push it back out here. And it's like, what else can we do? All we can do, we can move this up, or we can move it down, or we can go inside it. And again, if we move that first, yeah, we need these to either... We need these to either not be on the wall, or we need to be able to somehow push it like this way. Yeah, I think we don't. We definitely don't want to push it. I don't think. It's something like this. Genotad, or Ginotad, you're gonna have to let me know how this. We're doing well, but every once in a while there's a puzzle that is just a little bit, you know. But I mean, that is the point. You're not meant to beat every puzzle on the first go. It's weird because when I first saw this one, I thought it was going to be easy. You know, I was like, I've solved it. But we are. I mean, we're only half an hour in. We're very early. I feel like it's going to go very complicated, very fast. But like, at least the game looks good and it sounds good, so it was fun to just like mess about. Yeah, we're just doing the exact same thing. You missed it. I was doing every level, first go. Exactly. Gamer hours. This one's so annoying because I feel like I almost have it. Oh, I just got it. Wow. See, that is actually gamer hours. Okay, so now if we use what we learned in the last puzzle, this one should be even easier. So we need all three of them up there, and then what, this is like a wall that we can't go into? Yeah. So... is it as simple as, you know, I want to put all these in. Can we actually just put them up the way? And also there is this wall which I'm scared about, but we'll deal with that when we deal with it. So we're going to shove that in. No, actually I think we want to do this first. It's so good you can undo the reset. I think we want to push this over. Okay. And then put them both. Oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah. We want to put them both in. And then we're going to push them over. Then go in. And then push them out. You can actually do both at the same time, can't we? See, now we learned off that last one, and then now we're thinking. And we've unlocked the next chapter already. I wonder, are they tied to like the total amount of levels or the amount of levels in that chapter? So if we just do go forward. So yeah, it seems like we have to beat 9 in this chapter. Oops, we have skipped a level. Okay, so... there's an outside, of course, there. Okay, so... this one seems easy, no? Yeah, this like the gimmick was that we actually need to work out what one. I don't think it matters, does it? We're gonna push that out, push that out, push that out. Okay. Is that better? No, I think we do have to. Then once we go out, we can't go back. So do we want to keep one? Is that what we're doing? We do left and right. They can go in. Oh wait, no. Yeah, and then we do that. I'm not sure if this is correct. And then we go back in. Yeah. Okay. So we need one box. We need like the green box here. We need like all of these together, don't we? We need we need this here. We need to put the green box in somewhere. We need to put this in here first. And place it here. Then put the green box in. Push it in here. Keep pushing it, actually. And that's it, I think. This puzzle was like some cocoon order of operations answers. Yeah, I like how that one, it's like you actually have to solve it before you start to solve it. This one seems similar. I even know what we're doing. It does seem like we need to like make like we need to make like a box situation to go around. Yeah, this one's annoying. We need to work out what. One of the tips was actually we can get it back up. One of the tips was to do things backwards. I just think that's fun. We should be able to do if we tied to the car slot a bunch of times. And then we're stuck in the menu. Oh. Yeah, so we need to like make a packing thing. I mean that has to go there, I think, because that's like that corner. And what would we actually do? Then we can go in and push it back out. Oh, I'm actually like I feel like this one might have beat me. Basically, we need to get one of these through. So, for example, we need to get here, and then we need to find a way to turn it. So, I mean, that would be something. we could put them in here and then push them back out. And then when we get here, yeah, then we would push the blue one along, and the blue one would go here. So then we could go out and back in, and then into the blue one and push the orange one down. So now we need to work out how to actually get them in. So if we just do that, then the blue is now stuck. So we actually, what we want to do, we want to do this. And now the green's stuck. How do we put these in without getting them stuck? Actually, we don't even, I realise we don't need to do it in fancy, do we? I know we do. And we can do that. Maybe it doesn't have to be as... Yeah, okay. Then in here, we can do the packing. And I just want to reset this. I don't know if we have to, but... Okay, so then we can go in, get the blue, and then get the orange. Okay, so, and again, it's a similar thing, but just different. So, same thing, we want to push... Can we push that? Yeah, so we can push either of them, can't we? But basically we want to push something through here. Then it's going to get stuck in the wall, so we're going to have to go down to then push it up. And then how do we... And then we need to push it out. Is it... Wait, so is this not... Is this easier than it looks? I don't know what order, but we'll just do that. Looks like it's stuck. With that. Then that. Is this anything? Yeah, that, you know, that almost felt like a puzzle that I wasn't actually... I didn't know what I was doing, but we did do it. You know, we have another with the cursive puzzle. That's just fun, isn't it? Okay, so what do we want to do? Can we push him out of himself? Okay. Apologies. We'll go back in. Oh, we can't go back in. Don't worry, we'll just undo this. Okay. Because he's stuck to that. Okay, what do I want to do? All we need to do is move the green down and move the thing down. So, to move that down, we want to do that. Move the green down. We want to push it out. Oh wait, but not there. Was it not? Have we solved it? Was it not just that? Yeah. Again, that some of the levels are deceptively, they like look complicated, and then it's like that's it. Just wait until that's in the quad or something. There's no way. Or you need to like break the. You need to divide by 0. I do. What is it? What's actually happening? But yeah, I don't get. I should be able to fix it. Like I get, I'm pushing it out yourself, which is like bad forever. But if we just put it back in, we'll be fine. Okay, so. See, it's always good when you get one of them fast. The block is infinitely leaving itself, so you can't just put it back in one time. You know, like, I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but I do feel like we're just kind of like making things up now. The block is infinitely leaving itself. Yeah, see, because I understand the concept of what you're saying. But could we not infinitely put it in? Put it back in? I feel like you could. Just fix it. Okay, so here again, is this not like another simple one? Okay, we want to push that down. No, but see then, no, just put it there. Then come back out. And then push that up one, I guess. And then back up. You're not inside the block when you put it back in. Yeah, again, it's like, you know, I understand what you're saying. But it's like, I feel like none of this makes sense. You're not inside the block. You're not inside the block when you're putting it back in. Because we came outside. That's what you're saying. We're in the void now. Okay, this level is called Eat. You got lost in the infinite void. See, I get what you guys are saying, but it's like, you know, it's like Doctor Who nonsense. It's like, yeah, it does make sense, but like, it doesn't actually. The infinite void doesn't exist. Also, I'm going to be honest, I'm stuck in this puzzle. And it's so simple, it's like, there's only so many things you can do. Oh, we need to put, yeah, okay, I get it. That's what it's called, Eat. So yeah, actually this is quite interesting, so it's teaching us to push. Even though technically we could have we could have always pushed. So, is this not just as simple? Oh no, because we don't want to get it stuck. Yeah, see, if I push against the wall, then we can't move it. So if I double push it, or push it with space. This game is going to go crazy places further than infinitely. This game is going to go crazy places further than infinitely. I can't tell, I might have lost it. Again, this game's going to go crazy places further than infinitely. There are plenty of times where I solved the puzzle because that was the only possible solution, but I had no idea why it was a solution, yeah. So it does feel like that sometimes. But like, in a good way. I've never been like, annoyed by the game. So now we want to do the same thing on the bottom. But that left one is stuck. That's an issue. That does seem correct, but yeah, I feel like we can't do this. But if we do that, we get that, but then we can't move this other one. So how do we eat? No, we could actually... Is that correct? Like, so I was thinking then you can go inside it. What if we do that? That seems better. Oh yeah, then that's it. Oh wait, we don't have to... Oh yeah, okay. I thought... The whole time I thought we had to put the block here. That's why I was like, doing it so weirdly. Yeah, we can just... I mean, that is it, I think, anyway. And then the block can just go whatever. So this one's similar, where... It's not just a... Ah, I see, okay. Don't do that. And then go like... I know they do have to be in a... How would this end? They don't have to be in a... I know though, but then you can't push it down. You know, we can do that. Then it does have to be disconnected. Oh wait, I think, yeah, okay. I was doing it in like a cool way. But I think you can just like push them all up. I've kind of done this in a weird way, but if we do it like that, yeah. But that bottom one's stuck. But the bottom one is always stuck. Okay, so What are we done? Yeah, once we eat, we're done. So it does seem like you do have to do them all in one go. Somehow. Alright, so what if we do this? And then yeah, it's all unsatisfying, but I mean you just need to start with one. Okay. This seems simple. It does seem like we need to push it in once. That's possible. I don't think it is. Then we can't move this. We can push that back out. It's similar to one of the first levels, where you know we can't get this through. But if we had it just on the edge, but that's not. I don't think we can get it on the edge. The thing's in the way. Ah, okay. Remember, eat. That was another level where I basically fell into the solution. Okay. So, we need to put him in. It's not like... Yeah, some of the level, it's weird. It's like, how's that so easy? Ah, because then it has... That was like a mini tutorial, because now we have like the hard version. What's different? I just want to go... I want to look at the difference. Actually, we can see it from here. The difference is... It's lower. Oh, it's not against a wall. Is that it? Like, it's not against the ceiling, I mean. Yeah, like, we had the easy one to make sure you can do the hard one. I did see... Yeah, I don't know if you were there, but I saw there's 374 levels. So theoretically, if it took you 1 minute, it'd be what? Actually, I didn't even do the math. Is that it? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Yeah. It'd be 6 hours and 4 minutes. That's like 1 minute on out of the level. Okay, so similar... Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I get it. It's a similar thing, except now when we push this up here, the block is now stuck. So we can't push it back down. So... That means... I'm unsure yet, but I just want to experiment. I mean, yeah, so this is the exact same. So we definitely need to get that in there. And then there's no other way in. But remember, the name of the chapter was Eat. I feel like they should have that like plaster. You should be able to see the name of the chapter at all times. Okay, now we have like... We've got that, the tower back. And then we have to go in there. So I mean, is it as simple as... Now I want to move... I mean, they're all going to get stuck. But... So that's eating in the wrong direction. We need to be eating. I do like that. I mean, this feels correct to flood this chamber. But then... I mean, what about... No. That's one of the ones where we were talking about where there's like, there's only so many things you can do. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do we do? Because this like tunnel at the bottom is only useful for this. And we can't like go into this and come back out the other end, I don't think. We need all 4 of them to go in there. How's it impossible? Do we start with this? Then we need to be in there. Yeah, so this has to be last, you would think. I think even this, we need to do it manually. We need to push this in the top somehow. And then like move it like that and then go in. So that's what this, I want to like get rid of this. Oh, yeah, we can't like push that in and push it back out. We can do that, but then it's like, is it not completely stuck? It doesn't do anything either. And we can't put anything in the corner because then it like breaks. Yeah, and we can't push things. But that means we can't even push the green thing, doesn't it? So how do we push it where we're in it? It's called eat, but I don't get what to eat. I don't know where to eat. Like, the only thing we can do here is push this left, which seems stupid. Yeah, so it can't be pushed left. We could also push this to the right, which seems stupid unless you're going to push this down. But then, yeah, we want to eat this. How does that work? I mean, actually, the odds we can do this. Is this it? I think we found it. No, is it? It's the other way around. I was confused in what order the things get eaten. Yeah, so we have worked out the solution. And then that. Okay. And then we can go sit in our little pod. Hey, do you know what? Now the platinum for this, is it just like finish the game? I skimmed the trophy list, but I don't want to actually like look at stuff. Exactly, it was eat the whole time. And you know, I just want to do this again because this is just fun. See now, because we're outside, we can't put it back in. Okay, so what do we want to do? The only thing we would need to do here is to get in here. So how do we get in here? How do we get in here? So we can eat, that's one thing. And now what? So now that's stuck. So is there any way we can eat? Like basically this could all be pushed like that or that. Does that actually help? Could we eat it like that? Yeah, but you have to do all the post-game puzzles. Wow. I didn't even know there was a post-game. I mean, the thing, we could eat this. I don't get, whenever we eat, I can't do anything. Eat. And then this, that's something. Do you want to also eat that? No, but then we can't get out. Can't push these back down, can we? And like push again? Oh, we can. Oh, we can put that in. Okay, but now, so I think I've found something. So we can eat things. We can eat that. No, we can't actually eat that. But we can eat that. And then push it back out. And then push it out. And then do something with this. Which is... I mean, it must be something we need to like block the Well, so we need to eat him to move him. So it's about creating some kind of like barrier that when we push into him, we can like push the, yeah, I think what the goal is, we want to eat him there and then come here and push out. Actually, is this gonna, this is like something that, what's going on? Yeah, that we need to use these blocks to be able to move that. So I think do we want to eat that as well? No, then that's stuck. What if we were to... How do I do this? If we put that there, what does that do? Nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to eat. Which is done. Nothing. Just, with it, it's like there's only so many options. You know, it's like... We need to either push it left or push it up. And I don't know how you do that. I need to think about where do the gold blocks go? Like, where's it useful? And then we can go here. Okay. Now we've done it. Again, it's one of those things like I didn't fully understand the physics of that, but to be fair, that is actually what I was trying to do earlier with the like to make a block for them, but I guess I just didn't understand the actual, like I said, like the actual physics. Okay, so here it's something to do with pushing the block into that. Yeah, it's like I know how to solve the puzzle, but I don't actually know how to physically solve it. I think that's the thing, just because the game is like so unique that it is designed like a puzzle game, but the actual game is different, if that makes sense. Because see, I can understand the reason this block is here is because we need to push something up into this at there instead of at the top. But then we can't push anything here because that's obviously you'll have one block of space. Oh, but do we remember the name of the chapter? And then can we double eat or something? What we're doing? Now we can go in. You know, I feel like this has been the first chapter that's actually helped me with this first chapter name that's helped me, because the first one was enter, which means you can enter objects. Then it was empty, which just told you there were empty blocks. But now it's giving you like introductions. So is it as simple as, let's see what happens. Okay. So I think one, yeah, we want to push one, then eat the other. Then put that there. This might be the final level for today, because I have got my hard out is now earlier than I thought it would be. You know, I just like using the word hard out. I don't know if you've noticed that. I said it like 2 days ago. Yeah, so we have just until just after 4, which is basically we have like 20 minutes. So it's like I don't want to start a chapter and then not finish it. So I think this might be it. But I mean, we might be stuck in this chapter for 20 minutes. So we need to put all 4 blocks in the big block and then go in the top. So I think is it as simple as put that in there. Oh no, because then it's like a separate block, isn't it? That one counts as one. Yeah. So can we do... No, because then it goes in. We want one of the green blocks to be first, I think. Oops. So then it means that you can do, just to check, we can now do that. Yes. But then how do we make the other green block not be eaten? You know, if we do that... Actually, can the green block eat the green block? I'll just do that. Yes. So we have to stop that from happening somehow. You know, I was thinking, actually, could it be that we... No. I was thinking, like, similar to the last level where you had to go in and push one of them manually. Can we even push this, actually? I'm just gonna mess this up. Move them. Yeah, I do think that may be something, but then how do we get the... How do we get it to not... You know, like, then we're pushing against the top wall. And we're going to push them all in, but then we have to get the... We have to get in the top wall. So I'm not sure if that is it. I don't think there's... Because usually you can, like, block... I mean, what does that do? Because they're, like, they look at each other. Okay, well, it's definitely not that. You know, I was thinking, is there some way that we can block the top wall? Oops. Yeah, that's going to push it in. And then there's no way to get down. And we can't get back in here, can we? You're like, now, if we do that... Yeah, there's no way we can, like, fix the... I don't know how to do this. We definitely start with the first one. I think. You know, then we can definitely get two that way. But the other one, because even if you put the two greens in together, they eat each other. This one's annoying. It's the same where it's like, I think I know how to do it. Well, actually, not on this one. I couldn't really explain. But I mean, like, I feel like I should be able to know how to do it. Like, it feels simple. You know what we could do? Or could we? No, then we... Can we actually? I'm thinking like there's some... Because like I've been using this as a tunnel, but what if we... Can we not use this in some other... I don't actually know. No, I don't think that does anything. I was thinking like you can push it there and then like move it back and forth, but we can't like push it back up is the thing. You know, once we're here, that's it. I can get 3 blocks. You can't put... There's no way you can push these back out, is there? Yeah, and it's fact these are only one. It's like maybe you do want to push them up the way, but guys, I'm lost. It's the fact I don't even there's nothing to like experiment with because I'm like I don't know what to. I do think it does make sense for it to be like you have to make a stack and then just get them, but yeah, I mean that would be the same. I've either solved it or I've done the exact same thing. I mean, I can do that, but then I can't push these back up. So now we have this to play with. Yeah, if I put the other green one in, it would just eat it. Wouldn't it? What was that? Just green, yellow, yellow. Yeah. I do think that is the first one. The first one is you need to put a green in there so that it doesn't get eaten. Or so it doesn't eat anything else. But then the second green, he always eats, I think. Yeah. And the only way you... Is it actually... So, if we put one green... No, because it'll still eat it at the end, wouldn't it? I don't know, but if you don't push that far... Yeah, I think that... I don't know how to do it, but that must be the solution. I think you have to put a green in manually. Yeah, imagine we had that. Oh. And then if we need to find some way... But it's because there's a gap at the top, that's the thing. Because if we push this up... You know, if we make like a block at the top... We can do that. Then now I want to get in there somehow. And I don't think we can. Because if we were able to push one manually to the back, it means it wouldn't even interfere with the other ones. But I don't think there is a way to actually get in. I'm also thinking, is the layout here important? You know, like the way that these are shaped like that. But we don't want that to happen. But I'm thinking, like, you do want it to happen, and then you can, like, do something. It's just the fact these are blocked. This level would be so much easier if it wasn't designed the way it is. I just don't know, I don't have anything to, like, mess with. I just don't get it. What is it like? So if they... Yeah, nothing can go against the back wall. Because then we can't get it away from the back wall. And usually you can, like, block things. But then... You know, like... Even if we block stuff, we can't do anything. Would that go in? When would it not go in? And I would just like experiment with the mechanics. So now I think if you pushed it again, it wouldn't go in because there's no space. I feel like, because that's what I'm saying, I feel like I've worked it out that you need to push it in manually, but I just don't know how to push anything in manually. Without getting it stuck at the top, and if it gets stuck at the top, then you can't get back in from the top. Unless, is that? No, I was thinking because if something was at the top, then you can go in it and back out, but we can't like push ourselves. Guys, you know, I'm going to be honest, now if I wasn't on Twitch, I'd be on another level. I would have used the hint. I don't know, are there in-game hints? Yeah, so the only hint is the PlayStation one. But that's what I'm saying, because now if I was like, if I wasn't being perceived, I would just do it and then no one would know. It's the fact I'm being watched by the people of Twitch. Pete's gave permission. It is annoying though, because it does feel like this is BS that the game hasn't really taught this yet. See, now that's making me, instead of, because there's like two options, I guess I shouldn't use a hint, right, unless I have to. But I was thinking like, either use a hint or move on, but the fact you're saying that like, you've not been taught this, makes me think it might be worthwhile to just move on and then come back. But see, even that might be enough of a clue, because it's making me think that, you know, it's like something weird. Which is making me think like, okay, so if I just start doing like random stuff, I might go find it. Maybe it might even be in like this level, maybe? I don't know. See, this is, do you know, this is cool, but I did have this spoiled, it's in the settings. Oh wait, where is it? Yeah, look, we can do the level normally now. Okay, so we have to be on the equals and the blocks have to be on that thing. I don't know what the 1 and 2 is about. But the 2 is the block, I think. What's going on? Okay, when you push the B into the 2, and then push the 2. When you go back into the 2, and then go down, get it in there. Okay, so that side puzzle. Oh wait, that wasn't. I thought that was like the next part of the chapter. So a blue is like. So I guess the red ones are like hard, and then blue ones are like cool. But this meant to be. This is definitely one of those. Wait, why did this work? Type of things. Okay, so we'll come back to that later, and then I'm not opposed to using a hint. Actually, do you know what? I kind of want to see what the hints look like, but I don't want to like waste. You know, I want to not cheat if possible. You know, I kind of want to get to, you can see I've solved 52, I kind of want to get to 60. I just thought that'd be good. How many, so what, actually, now you're saying that there's like side puzzle, there's like post game. What is the... No, I'm just looking at the guide. Not the guide, the list. Yeah, it does seem like 51% of people have reached the end, and 53% of people have finished 200 puzzles, and then 40% have finished every puzzle, which is 364. So it seems like there's about 200 in the main game. Okay, so we want to be down here, and we want both boxes to be in there, and then we need to put this box down here. Yeah, so we need to eat. I think we actually want to because I think this is similar where if we can't, oh wait, if we eat, you know, then, well, actually we can't even, basically we can't just eat because there's like a gap. So we need to do the thing where we eat and then we go and push it. But how do we do that? Oh yes, we have to eat down the way. We have to push down somewhere, and then be able to get back in. We could push up actually, but it's that thing where once you've pushed up, you know, it's similar to the last level where, you know, we have that, but then now we have this box that we can't move. So it has to be something to do with the walls on this one. But then that gets stuck. We can't have anything on any of the walls, so we can't push them. You know, I feel like that last level, it's like, broke my confidence. Now I can't even do the normal ones. This is like, is this a challenge level or is this an actual... Yeah, okay, so yeah, technically this should not be easy. You know, actually, Pete, is this the same concept as the previous one that you said hasn't exactly been taught yet? Just because these are next to each other. And it's kind of similar where I want to like push, I need to put something in and then push it. I don't know how to do that yet. Or can it, or... Because it does, this one feels more simple. But I just couldn't like work out what I'm meant to be pushing against. It's not the same concept, by hasn't been taught. I'm not sure if the game ever directly does or if you have to notice it. Okay. You know, I wonder actually, I realise this box is the one that you can like play with. You can go inside it and then do more stuff. So that means we can go in here and do that and then bring it back out. But then now, oh yeah, and now we eat. Okay, yeah. So that one actually, that one was simpler. I just like forgot the, I forgot the gimmick. This definitely seems like a game you can't take breaks from. Just because, you know, don't know how many levels there are, but, you know, we're 3 chapters in, and we're, you know, like, basically, I'm saying there's gonna be like so many more mechanics, and at the end of the game, you're gonna have to remember all of them. Yeah, so we're gonna leave this until I ever remember, or figure out the cool thing. And I'm going to do, because I need to go very soon, but I'm like, we're going to discover the gimmick. I don't know if I call it a cool thing or just a thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's a mindset thing. Everything's cool. This level's called Evidence. It's an order of operations thing. Okay. I feel like I like these, because I know you're not even meaning it, but these are like little hints that I'm like, okay. An order of operations thing. We could use that. So we want to put the big block into the small block. And then when I go here, and then in. Push that out. I like it with, I like this first levels because they're also much simpler. So now we need both these blocks down, so we are going to... No, we can't really do it with that. Would that just make us like go against the wall? Yeah. So we need to get in there somehow. How do we do that? How do we do that? Oh yeah, because if it's not against the wall. But then we want to push it back down. So how do we do that? Is that anything? Or is that just going to push it? Oh, we could have just done that anyway. Yeah. Okay. We're going to push this up. And then push it back down somehow, but we can't do that. We have to go inside it. And then come out, and then push it back down. So I guess this chapter is just all about putting the, whatever you call it, the cocoon block into places, and then moving it. Which I guess we've kind of done that before, but we will get to this. I don't actually know when, because that's the thing I keep on. Put the things and other things and other things and the things. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I just don't know how long the game is. I mean, it's only meant to be. I mean, let's check how long to be Pack the Parabox. Because that's the thing, because I need to go into. I need to start playing Silos just because I've said I would, but we have now started this. Yeah, how long to be saying 6.5 hours for the main story. 9.5 hours for the sides, and 17 hours for completionist, which does seem like a lot. But I would like to at least finish the game, and like I said, you don't want to take breaks playing stuff like this, you know. But so I guess this is it. We're on Patrick's Parabox now until we're finished. And even maybe I could even do like 2 hours of Patrick, 2 hours of Sados or something. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Geno Tad, new person. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Pete. You guys are going to need to help me with this game eventually. So I hope you're. See, that's it, Pete. I think these little hints are useful. This is what I need. And one day, you know, over the weekend, I'll be thinking about that puzzle, and maybe I'll work out the order of operations. But I actually might be beyond tomorrow. It kind of depends what I'm doing. But I need to go now because I need to go see the Odyssey. I need to go see cinema. But I'll be back. Maybe sometime over the weekend, but definitely on Monday. For Patrick's Parabox. It's hard to give you hints because your instincts are usually that onto that. That's the thing, Pete. I'm just too smart. I'm just too smart. But see, I'm smart like to an extent, you know. I'm smart until I actually have to like do the puzzle. But yeah, see you guys, and I'll be back. I don't know, whenever I'm back.